A very warm welcome to you. I'm back from Africa. Now, the Africa series is about to be released. Well, actually, this is the first episode, but you need to listen to me now. If you're interested in watching this amazing event, one of the most memorable trips of my entire career, where I found, I have to tell you, the world's best public campsite ever. We spotted and photographed some UFOs. We had elephants coming into our camp day and night. And we crossed a huge lake on a catamaran, sleeping out in the open, scared of being eaten by crocodiles.
Full power?
Now, I'm just giving you some of the tidbits, but this was an incredible expedition, but it's not going to be on this channel. So this video now is about my arrival in Cape Town, the preparation of the vehicle, and the first day's driving. Thereafter, the travel part of this series is going to be on ASBW Experience, the YouTube channel. You need to go over there now, subscribe, click the notifications button, because you're going to have to tell YouTube that you're interested in watching the series and that you need notification when I drop a new video. For those of you members of ASBWExperience.com and Patreons, you are also going to get a number of story times. These are going to be exclusive that I recorded on the trip, and they will be released together with, and I'm guessing I've already edited 4 episodes, and I have not yet met my family in Zimbabwe. And our members are currently enjoying the first 2 episodes in a 1-hour special, and then the following 3 episodes in a 90-minute feature special. I'll try this in low second. Okay, it stopped raining. That is a big deal. If you want to watch the series all now, head over to ASPWExperience.com. I've travelled all the way through Botswana. I've had an incredible solo expedition into the Mukadikadi salt pans, got myself into a bit of trouble, and then met my family. Those are 4 episodes up to that point with my family in Zimbabwe. Probably another 6 to 8 episodes.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Good. How is Zimbabwe?
All on ASBW Experience, that YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel. On this one, you are going to be treated in the near future to a phase 2 of my troop carrier build and lots more van videos. Those of you who are very, very keen on the van videos, I know they're slowly coming out because, well, this is not a buy stuff and bolt on build. We're having to work with partners to actually develop brand new products, and that of course takes time. But the van now is looking better than ever, so look forward to those videos by subscribing to this channel, and again click that notifications bell telling YouTube that you're interested. Right, let's get on with the show, and you find me at the airport in Johannesburg heading down to Cape Town to jump into my cruiser that I haven't seen for a whole year. 1 year in the planning, the second expedition for my Africa troop carrier. That's the Cadet Blue one that we bought in 2023. Fixed it up, came back in 24, did a big trip through Botswana and Namibia, and now it's second expedition. I'm flying from here now down to Cape Town, where I'll meet Paul Marsh, his team, Hubert. Hope they don't play any more tricks on me. I've always got to be on my guard now with those guys, but the idea is that I do some work in Cape Town and get it ready and go on my big trip. Story time. This is a true feel-good, Good Samaritan story, a story of human kindness, and it occurred right here at Johannesburg International Airport in 2014. I'm Andrew St Pierre White, explorer, overlander and broadcaster with over 40 years driving 4x4s. In association with Egon, game-changing simplicity. I am here in Cape Town and my chauffeur,
hello.
That is my son-in-law Cameron, who will be joining me for part of my trip. So we're meeting Paul, and there he is there. We are now behind him. I've just seen my car. There it is. It's like seeing an old friend. It's been a whole year working out this trip. And during the year, a lot has happened, including a full Hercules roof conversion. I've sorted out the kitchen box and a number of other things. But still, it's not ready for me to take on my expedition yet. They put this box and beautiful. Shit, it's nice. Hello, Paul.
Hey, Andrew, how are you?
Fine, and you?
You made it back to
Yeah, I did.
beautiful Cape Town, eh?
I did.
All good.
Hold this.
How are you, man? Good to see you. Anyway, good to see you, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, well done, well done. It's looking there, it's in one piece. We tried not to change too much. Colours are the same. We've checked for the mice. So Andrew, I brought in some extra help here, our little border terrier Lulu, because I know you're quite partial to picking up mice on your trip.
There it is. Come on, jump out. There it is. How do we get it out? Can you see it down there?
I can't see
There it is. It's in there.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah.
And Lulu wanted to be sure that you haven't got any mice on the trip leaving Cape Town. You can pick up your next passenger in Zimbabwe. So, yeah, she's done a full check on the car and she claims that it's mouse free.
A long time ago. Different car, actually.
It was a different
It
car,
was a-
yeah. It was. Anyway, she's had a nice clean and ready for you to pack.
Made, most significant, of course, is the Landcruiser Hercules. And I've seen them progress and build nicer ones and better ones. And this is all mine. It's very nice. I love the way they finished this. Ah. Okay. There's no power to that light.
There'll probably be a switch, yeah.
There's probably a switch. I must work out what switch. It's one of those switches.
Yeah.
Well, this is the kit that I have now to sort out and fit into the vehicle. While the work was being done, Paul very kindly took everything out, boxed it, and now I've got to put it all back, which is just as well because I need to remind myself what I've got. I need to make some new lists. These mosquito nets that I had before. Remember, I was sitting saying that I had no protection against mosquitoes. The best single part, though, and there is one very good part about sleeping here, and it's this: the ability to wake up in the morning, park the car so I have the sunrise coming straight in here, to lie here and to watch that sunrise, the lovely breath of cool, fresh air. This is very nice done. And there's in fact mosquito protection, whole thing here. You can see that here, all the way around. Quite nice, eh? So protect against the bugs. Now this is now there's a new place to put stuff, and so we're going to fill it before we decide where everything goes. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
Make sure you've got the key when you need it in a hurry.
Yeah. So I also want to put these cooking grids in that are not in a bag, and I don't want to put metal on metal. So I need something. I've returned to Sneyman 4x4, of course, to talk about the engine change. Every year, come back to Sneyman's. There she is there. Because it's so nice coming here because they've always got some interesting kit. This is a 76, nothing particularly special about it, but this is an interesting one. A short wheelbase. Now these are actually only available, readily available, easily purchased in Japan. So when they are found out of Japan, they're a bit special. But look to its right. Such a wonderful vehicle. I see its paint is nicely faded. It's a bit scratched, which means that it's been used for its intended purposes. It is, of course, the Landcruiser 105 that I built in 2019. And now for the elephant in the room. What engine have I got in my blue cruiser?
Well, as you can see, I've got Andrew's vehicle on the ramp behind me. We have taken his old engine out, the one that was tired, the 500,000 kilometer engine, has just got no more power left in it, using a lot of oil. And what we've done is we've actually put another 1HZ engine in. The 1HD FTE motor is not complete yet, and that's a project that is still ongoing. But for the moment, Andrew's trip, we could not compromise or risk an old engine or a new engine that we'd fit without having proper time to test it.
And this is where it came from. Now this bakkie, to call this a ute would be an incorrect description. It's a bakkie because it is a family friend of Hubert Sneeman. And there's a rather interesting, quite touching story behind this bakkie.
Now this vehicle did have a very good test with Andrew. He picked up a number of little problems.
I might be stuck because I don't have low range. I can't get into low range. Otherwise I would be able to get out of this.
Some of them minor, but actually created a big problem. Like the gearbox had a switch that was causing him not to be able to go in low range. A simple thing, a little switch, and all that needed to be removed or changed, and it would have worked. But that's the sort of thing that can go wrong in the bush, and unfortunately it wasn't tested properly. This time round, we've actually taken that gearbox, pulled it out, replaced the switch before we pulled it out to test that it worked, then stripped the gearbox to recheck everything. That's how important it is to get it, make sure that we actually want it 100% right. The engine's been changed over, so we're going to make sure that we check all the nuts and bolts, all the hoses, make sure that everything is properly working. The aircon's been regassed and it's holding pressure and it works. So those are the things that can be missed. A hose clamp that's not tightened properly, a bolt that's not tightened properly. And I think everyone's intention is to do the work as best they can, but you can have a distraction, something can be forgotten.
And of course you all know Hubert Sneeman. So, we have a 1HZ. It's not a new 1HZ, and this 1HZ's got a bit of a history, which I'm going to share with you now. But I'm going to ask Hubert to share with us what we are now going to use on our trip, and also a little bit about the FTE process.
Yeah, as you guys know, Andrew's 500,000 kilometer cruiser's engine had its days.
Yeah.
So we were planning to fit the FTE motor, 24 valve. But yeah, I think time caught up to us. So what I decided was to lend Andrew a newer 1HZ, lower mileage, so you can go on this trip.
What's the mileage of this engine?
It was about 320,000.
So it's not a new engine.
Yeah, but the compression is still...
It's still good?
The heart is still pumping.
Oil. I can feel it immediately. On the last portion of the Namibia trip, there was a time we were approaching Windhoek, last stop, down a hill, with a slight tailwind, 90 k's an hour. And Jeremy would say, I see you just changed gear. Every gear change, there was a massive plume of black smoke out of the back. So this will do for this trip.
Yeah, we're busy with the FTE motor, and it's going to be a beautiful car afterwards.
To me, the FTE is perfect because A, it's the FTE, and B, I'm going to have full-time four-wheel drive.
Yes. So we're also changing the gearbox.
Yeah.
So we're fitting the 80 series, the 80 series gearbox with the 100 series VX transfer box. And that has center diff lock.
Yes.
So Terrain Tamer has freewheel up, exchange where you can basically lock your hubs permanent in the front, and that will work perfect as a permanent 4x4 car. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So just to explain, we would have had it done by now. Time caught up with us. The expense and cost of the engine, because I mean, while Sonoma 4x4 is sponsoring a lot of what we're doing, a considerable amount, I don't take on sponsors. So I don't have piles of money to just throw at these projects. Otherwise, we might have had it done by now. It's a simple matter of the way things work, but we will have it done.
Yeah.
You've guaranteed me by this time next year, for my next year's trip, we will have an FTE, and we will show you that process during 2025. You'll send me bits and pieces and little progress. And
yeah, the holdback is basically we want to recondition the pump, injectors and turbo, or maybe fit an upgraded turbo. That will also make it much better.
we're looking for primary things, intercooler, injectors, turbo FTE, diesel pump.
Yeah.
Those are the three main things, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, the engine itself, we're using mostly original parts, piston rings and gaskets. That's totally Toyota parts. The rest we use as good parts.
Right.
And a lot of terrain timber parts also.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One more question I have in terms of what we did to the original engine for the first trip, things like alternator, water pump, and I see this is the original terrain tamer radiator. What of those parts are still in this motor?
Basically, all the extra stuff you add on, like your alternator, your starters and stuff, I've refitted it back.
Okay.
So that is still as the previous sponsors gave it to you.
Okay.
Timing belt, water pump on my engine that I gave you, that was already done. Okay. So it's just pointless to swap that over.
Yeah.
But even when we fit the FT motor, we can still use the starter, the alternator that you were sponsored with. Even the alternator belts are the same. It's just timing belt is not the same between the 180Z and FTE. Most of your water pipes will still work. Just on the exhaust, they're going to make up a new front piece.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's going to be great.
Right, good morning. I'm on my way to a small workshop not far from where I used to live, in a place called Somerset West, and I'm driving along the coastline of False Bay. 7 in the morning. Today should be a good day. Doing all of vehicle preparation and sorting my stuff out for my trip. See, this is a steep road, and 1HZ does not like steep roads. Steep mountain pass. Anyway, in fact, I'll tilt the camera a little bit so you can see a little bit out of the window, wrong way. You can see the valley down below. This is, yes, you'll find out more about this rig later in the trip, and I'm going to spend most of the day here working on my vehicle, getting it ready, and it'll probably take most of the day, but I'm thinking that by the end of the day I'll be ready to go, and so will they. Keeping in the retro style, I decided to buy a retro front badge, and this is it here, and we put it on at Sneeman's. The glue will be set now, the silica, and there you go. Now removing the door card to fit in the ones that I made in Australia. When building my Australian 2.8 troop carrier, consoles.com.au supplied me with a replacement door card, which looks great, but the door card removed, has immigrated to Africa. Okay, the way to do it is to rotate this so that fit in. So take it out, take it off, rotate it clockwise. Got to come down.
I see what
you see those pins?
Yes.
Give it a thump. Give it a thump. Align them. Give it a all the way around the bottom, all the way along the bottom. Give it a thump. Give the bottom part a thump. Quite a few unexpected challenges with getting the work sorted, but actually that's normal. All right, let me go and see if that's going to fit. Thank you. So of course this is the console I made in Australia. I had to guess the measurements. What I didn't account for is the fact that the centre fridge on this vehicle is quite a bit further forward on my Australia build because of the packing system in the back. I can't move it exactly where I would like it, and that therefore this was too long. So I'm going to try and install it now. And we have glamorous Glynis giving us assistance with assembling Landcruiser door pods.
I'm more than assisting. I'm doing shit.
You know who glamorous Glynis was?
No.
The wife of Chuck Yeager. No, she was glamorous Glynis, and he painted the sign on the side of his P-51 Mustang and the X-1 supersonic aircraft, glamorous Glynis. That's what he called the plane.
Oh, that's not too bad. Then I don't mind that. So we've got the before and the after. Gorgeous.
Yeah?
Looks so nice. Never appreciated a door more.
And the console has been made to fit. The console. I have not been rolling the camera today to show you what we've been doing, but lots and lots and lots of small things. Getting the solar charging wasn't how I wanted it, so I've sorted that. With the help of Cam, who's very good with electrics. Very quick. Speakers, door cards, as I mentioned, and lots of other little issues that you just don't account for. You can't plan absolutely everything, but we're getting very, very close. I have one more day in Cape Town to do some shopping. And it's 6 days since I left home, and I'm at last leaving Cape Town. It's daybreak, and I have a 3.5 day drive ahead of me to get into the bush. I am off heading towards Kimberley. It'll take me the whole day to get there. On my way to Gaborone in Botswana and the Makati salt pans. Finally on the road. Every time I do these things, this was 5 days in Cape Town, and intense. And as much as I try and get here a little earlier and allow enough time, I have a limited amount of time, and of course included in that time I want to do my trip. So it's not a matter of just adding a few days, because I know that if I did that they would just be filled. But anyway, I saw some good friends, got the work done on the cruiser. It's not finished, but there are a few things that I will do when I start camping in it. And this early morning light is me now traveling northwards. I've cleared the Tuiskloof tunnel, I think it's called. Basically, north of Cape Town there is a ridge of very high mountains, and there's a tunnel through them. I've cleared them, and I'm in the winelands, and I will eventually, within a few hours, be in the it's not a desert, it's more just kind of a thirstland called the Karoo. And my destination today is a town called Kimberley, where I will overnight. I won't camp, I'll just do a B&B, because I've got to make Gabs tomorrow night. That's Gaborone in Botswana, and from Gaborone I'll be camping and visiting my favorite place in the whole world. That's the Makati salt pans. Time for a break, proper break. I have done 6.5 hours driving with 2 short stops for fuel all on my own, and need a proper break. Not a token fuel break, a proper break, because I'm starting to feel a little bit drowsy. What I do to combat drowsiness when I'm driving, I use Droevors. It's a dry sausage, and a Coke, a little bit of injection of sugar, and I've been doing that, but it's not working now. So now I've got to give myself a proper break. Well, perfectly acceptable little B&B in a place called Hope Town. Very run down. There was a moment that I thought I might not find anything reasonable, but here I am. This is $45 for the night. It's not bad. I really enjoyed today's drive. I made my destination with ease, with about an hour to spare. Tomorrow I head into Botswana, and I will overnight in Gaborone. But Gaborone, I'm going to book my lodge tonight. So I know exactly where I'm going to, and if I arrive late because of a long border post, I know I will have a place to stay. Because wild camping in the Gaborone area, out of the question. So I don't want to find myself tired, dark, late, nowhere to sleep. I will have the chicken burger with peri-peri, please. Thank you. It's quite odd. It's such a run-down looking town. And this is a restaurant, bar, B&B, and accommodation. It's like the town's hotspot, but cold razor wire everywhere I look. I got a couple of hours behind me this morning. Quick stop for a breakfast, but I really wanted to show you this. It's quite Australian in nature. Basically, it's a sign saying, if you urinate here, we'll cut your balls off. As I mentioned, this is the first episode. Subsequent episodes will be on the ASPW Experience channel. Please go there now. The link is in the description. Click that little notifications bell to tell YouTube that you want to see the rest of this memorable series. You won't regret it.